Can you talk a little bit about how you worked with your offense this week as opposed to last week? Has anything changed, and what gives you confidence that things will go better?
Well, I mean, just you learn. That's more than anything. I mean, you watch the game, there's things that we could get better from, which we correct every week, and then you just keep working. It's a new game plan for us, new opponent, but, obviously we put a lot of work into this week, not that we didn't last week. And so execution's the big thing. I mean, everyone talked about the lack of running plays and lack of this, but there was lack of execution, and our guys understand that. So, I'll call a better game. But the calls are calls. So when they go in, the expectations, they get executed. So that's what we got to learn from. I learned some things. They learned some things. We all learn. And but I love the effort. I mean, the effort was tremendous. The attention to detail was tremendous this week. So the expectation is that we put the work in, you go out and execute it.
The first down battle, does it come down to better execution also, to be
yeah, I think ultimately, you don't want to be in. Again, last week there was 2 second and extra longs the first 2 series of the game, and one was after a turnover our defense had created. So, I mean, obviously anytime on offense, and this is no different than any offense in our league, you stay on the positive side of things, you have a much better chance of executing. If you just look at second down conversion percentage in this league, anything 8+ is very difficult to manage, but anything under that is more manageable. So yes, being good on first down is crucial to success on offense, and obviously that'll be a point of emphasis for us this week.
In Davis's case, last week he was questionable in the middle of the week, and now he's out for this week. Is it a question of, was it a setback in his case, or was it, we got a bye week after that, let's be smart about this?
Yeah, that's more of what it was. I mean, he tried like hell to go early in the week, and, just wasn't quite where we needed him to be. And rather than push it through the week and be undecided, we wanted to be decisive with decision right away. Still leaving some hope, but, not as much as we had the previous week. So once it became known, by our doctors and looking at him after the first couple of days, we knew he wasn't going to play. We wanted to make sure Bethel was right on things and understood that he was going to play this week, and took all the reps and all the walkthrough reps and all the reads, and so he'll be better prepared as well. So, but Davis will be, unless he has a setback, should be ready to go coming off the bye.
Nathan Rourke is going to start for BC. I mean, I think he even said yesterday, though, he's missed a few weeks, and he said even yesterday, I don't think he's fully 100% yet. Is there anything that you can do, any different approach that you might be able to?
No, I don't think. I mean, our defense. Our defense is going to play hard. They're going to give multiple looks. They're going to play physical. We fly around. We play a certain standard of defense. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. We're going to play that style of defense. So I think our guys are excited about playing at home in front of our fans, and we could care less who the quarterback is. Obviously, knowing who it is, I mean, he's got some attributes that you've got to be ready for. I mean, he throws the ball extremely well from the pocket. He can get out and escape and make some really good plays with his legs, not only throwing the ball downfield but running. So our guys got to understand that, and I know our guys know the challenges that there will be when we face him, but they will be ready.
Coach, you guys are top 3 fewest penalty yards taken, lead the league in turnover. How much of a factor has that been into a really strong start?
Well, I think we talk about winning football all the time, and one of the things we preach here is turnover margin and penalties. We want to be the best at both of them in the league. We're not quite the best in the penalties, but we're getting there. And turnover margin, we're tops, and we want to stay there. So that's a concerted effort every single day when we're in practice, how we coach it. When we review film every day from practice, or we review our games, we're big on how we carry the ball and if we're looking to take it away. And then it comes down to making good decisions from there. But, that's an important aspect to the game. I feel like most teams that win the turnover margin give themselves the best opportunity to win each and every week. And then penalties, it comes down to discipline. It comes down to, making good decisions on the field, alignment, assignment, and technique, and being able to do that each and every play. So that comes down to discipline to do that each and every play. And we preach that to our players. And we make them known that we want to be the best in the league at both of those. So there's a challenge in there, and there's a competitiveness that goes with it. And I think that's why we're going to be in the top 3 of both those categories, but we want to be the tops, and that just gives us a better chance of winning each and every week.
McLeod, talk to us a little bit about how this week went compared to the first week when you're coming in. How's the evolution been for you guys on the offense?
It's great. Every day I get more reps. I feel more and more comfortable. I felt like we were prepared last week. I felt like we had a good week of practice and we were ready to go. Obviously, that game didn't go the way we wanted to, but I felt like we had a good preparation again this week, and I'm excited for the opportunity and to come back home, protect our house, and find a way to get a dub.
Any little things that you saw at the beginning of this week that, you know, give you confidence that certain little things maybe that didn't work last week will work?
Oh, absolutely. You know, a lot of bounces went against us last week, and then a lot of execution stuff. You know, just us not kicking ourselves, and we'll be just fine. So we're just going to take it one play at a time and find the groove, and I'm very excited for the opportunity.
What are some of the challenges that the Lions defense is bringing?
Yeah, right. They got a good front. You know, obviously Betts is a good player on the front side, so you got to know how to handle him. Strong and, you know, always a good player side to side. He brings a force, and then the back end they're multiple, and Peters is always a guy you got to be aware of in the boundary there. And they play multiple coverages, and they give you a lot of different fronts. They'll drop 9, they'll bring pressure. They kind of have it all. So we just have to play efficient football, be good on first down, execute on second down, and when we get in the red zone, we got to score. So. Yeah, there's a lot of keys to it, and we're just hoping for a good, solid performance throughout.
Does it complicate your task, you know, the fact that you have some quality receivers that are out and not available for you?
We got a great squad. I'm happy to play with these guys. We had a great week of practice. There's no fear. There's only excitement about us going out and performing, and yeah, we're ready to rock, and hopefully it's a good performance tomorrow night.
It might be super cliche, but just how important is the production on first down?
It's huge. It's huge. We didn't have it at all last game. You know, our run game was not what we wanted it to be last week, and it put us in some second and longs, and we didn't execute in second and long. So it's obviously a hard down to execute on, but first down is huge. The difference between conversion rates on second and medium and second and long is big in this league. It's big in every league. So that we got to be good in first down, and we got to be good in the red zone, and I think we'll do that, and we got a good game plan for it.
Un petit peu de la différence quand, par exemple, les 3 premiers matchs, vous aviez la majorité de votre équipe et l'attaque roulait quand même à un bon train. Et le dernier match où ça a été un peu plus compliqué pour l'attaque et la pression que ça vous met à toujours essayer de garder ça à 0 ou à peu près là.
C'est sûr, à chaque fois qu'on a un nouveau quarterback, je pense que ça change un peu le timing de l'attaque. On l'a vu précédemment avec Davis durant les games pre-season, c'était un peu plus difficile. Mais là, c'est le deuxième match. Ça va être son deuxième match, donc on est confiant qu'on va voir une attaque plus explosive.
Qu'est-ce que tu as vu dans les entraînements de cette semaine qui te portent, qui te mettent en confiance par rapport à l'évolution justement des joueurs qui prennent ces rôles-là pour cette semaine?
Je crois que tout le monde prend ça à cœur, puis on sait qu'on doit gagner. C'est un bye week la semaine prochaine, puis on veut finir avec une victoire, donc ça va être très important de jouer à notre meilleur, au plus haut niveau.
Le plus grand défi quand on affronte Nathan Rourke, c'est quoi?
Je pense que c'est un quarterback qui peut courir le ballon. Puis aussi, il y a une très bonne balle dans le field. Donc, il va falloir être capable de, premièrement, les arrêter en premier essai pour qu'on puisse faire ce qu'on fait de mieux, aller chercher des sacs puis des turnovers.